But starting today, the United States will no longer subsidize the health care of foreign countries, which is what we were doing. We're subsidizing others' health care. Countries where they paid a small fraction of what, for the same drug, that what we pay many, many times more for.
Yep.
And we'll no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging from Big Pharma. But again, it was really the countries that forced Big Pharma to do things that, frankly, I'm not sure they really felt comfortable doing. But they've gotten away with it, these countries. European Union has been brutal.
How do you know anything about this? So the way that I'm able to predict what's going to happen is that I don't think about it with a goal in mind. The reason why a lot of people make mistakes in being able to predict outcomes and be able to kind of work like ahead of things is that they think about it from the perspective of what they want to happen rather than what they think will happen. And that's the confirmation bias, right? And I don't think like that as much. And so that's the reason why I think that I'm accurate with a lot of these things more often. And also, I think that I'm very good at understanding human behavior. How am I good at that? Because I played online video games for 20 years. I ran guilds for 15 years. I know how people think. That's it. Autism mind, yes. And that's it. And again, people can call me stupid. They can say I don't know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, if you want to find out what's going to happen tomorrow, you should ask me. Because usually I'm right. I'm not always right, but I'm right a lot more than most other people are.
And the drug companies actually told me stories. It was just brutal how they forced them. And European Union suing all our companies, Apple, Google, Meta.
It's happening tomorrow. I'm going to play Doom tomorrow.
Suing all of our companies. They end up, they have judges that are European Union-centric, and they get rewarded 15 billion, 17 billion, 20 billion, and they use that to run their operation. Not going to happen any longer, that I can tell you. This group behind me, I mean, I think it's the best group ever assembled in terms of medical. I think you're going to see a tremendous cut. I don't think, I mean, I know you're going to see it in Medicaid and Medicare. That cut will be massive because drugs are 50-60% of the cost. So Medicaid costs are going down and Medicare costs are going down because of what we're doing today. And there's no, it's not like, oh, gee, well, maybe it won't happen. It's going to happen because the other countries have no choice. Now, the drug companies are going to have to say, listen, if you don't pay more, we're not going to give you the drug, and they're willing to do that. So that's
They should have named the pharma order after Luigi. The Mangione mandate. You have to admit, that would be fucking content. Yeah, that would be fucking, that would be cinema? Yes, it would be.
They have to,
Sounds great, yeah.
Mr. President, what is Mr. Price controls?
Say it?
How do you respond to the fact that this...
It's not price control, no. What was price control is before. If you want to talk about price control is what they were doing. They were making us pay. They set a price. And they said, here's what we're going to pay. And anything else, charge America. Because at that time, they had a very stupid president. And it really went crazy during the last 4 years. And remember this, the Democrats are the ones that allowed this to happen. They were the ones that were the protector of this pricing system. And I think it's going to be very hard. You'll have to ask Democrats, are they going to vote against the one great, big, beautiful deal that's being negotiated now, tax cuts, etc., when now on top of the tax cuts and regulation cuts, all the things, now you're going to say that the price of your medicine is going down by 60, 70, 80%. You're going to vote against it? I think a lot of Democrats are going to be forced to do something that their leaders are going to beg them not to.
This is one of the things that I was hoping that Trump would always do, Because like I always like one of the things that I had always hoped with Trump is that Trump just wouldn't give a fuck about anything and he would just do this stuff for whatever reason. Because I thought that like no Republican and no Democrat would have ever done this because they're just bought and paid for. And I think Trump is also probably to a certain degree bought and paid for, but I don't trust any of the other ones to make it happen. I voted for this. Yeah. I mean, if I had known he was going to do this, I would have voted for him. I would have like, I 100%. This might be the orangest that I've seen him in my whole life. No, it's not. I mean, this is in like maybe the top 10, but it's not. No, it's not. Did you vote for Kamala? No, of course not.
To do, and let's vote for the bill. I don't see
Listen,
how they can
vote.
vote against it. How can they vote against it when drug prices, drugs and pharmaceuticals are going to be down 70, 80%? It's going to be very interesting.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not
It's only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, 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 don't give us, I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever
Man.
it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear of him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto, when they give you a putt,
This is the
you
one
say,
we saw
thank you very
earlier.
much, you
Yeah.
pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, no, I insist on putting it. Then
Yeah,
they
he
putt
did.
it, they miss it.
He said it. He said the
And their
word.
partner gets angry at him. You know what? Remember that, Sam Snead. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Respectfully,
Mr.
sir,
President,
as a
it-
businessman,
it's
some
urgent,
people may
Mr.
look at this
President.
and say, have you ever been given a gift worth millions of dollars and then not received
It's
anything
not a
else?
gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense.
Miss-
And you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is a disaster. Here is the bill. Bobby, come on over here. Now you're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. President, a quick question about
my
your
God.
Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ. Come on up, Poppy. Let's go. Oh wow. Do you think he just makes himself orange for the memes? I think that he just does. Sometimes he'll do random shit. Oh, they had Dr. Oz up there talking. Oh god. And I think that I don't know. ABC got roasted? Yeah, I guess so, right? He likes to be tan. It's not that hard. I guess so. The fencing with Acosta? No, I saw this, and I'm very happy about this. I'm massively happy about it. And I think this is something that should have happened a long time ago. So this is him talking about, he's talking about Ozempic?
I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. A highly neurotic, brilliant businessman, seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot drug.
Yeah? He is. You're right. He's very orange today.
And he called me up, and he said, President, he calls me, he used to call me Donald, now he calls me President, so
Makes
that's
sense.
nice respect. But he's a rough guy, smart guy,
Yeah?
very successful, very rich. I wouldn't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. Said, President, could I ask you a question? What? I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take. I said, it's not working. He said, I just paid $88. And in New York, I pay $1,300. What the hell is going on? I mean, I'll tell you, drug I take. I said, it's not working.
Okay, it's not working. Wow. Oh my god, I'm fat and this is funny. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my God, there was another one the other day. Let me see if I can find this one from a few days ago of like just some dumbass shit that he says. Let me see if I can find it.
If you don't, and the Democrats are fighting it only because they want to fight. They have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, if it was somebody else, they wouldn't fight. If you had a normal person, if you had some stiff sitting behind you, they'd be fine. But they have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, Senator Schumer's become a Palestinian. He's welcome. I don't know when they're going to give him the ceremony, whatever the ceremony may be. But it's terrible what's happened to the Democrats. So.
He's just sitting there talking shit, bro, the whole time. Yes, what is going on? And anyway, yes, this is the content president. There we go. And yeah, wow, shouldn't make fun of the disabled. He was born without the part of the brain that filters what you think from what you can say. No, that's not true. I think that he does it on purpose because there were reports that Donald Trump is normal behind closed doors. Like, he's totally normal. And so this is just, no, and he goes out, and then he just goes and does this shit. Yeah, he does this on purpose. Boss is on fire today. Oh, God. Yep, well, there we go. We'll watch one more of these, and as I said,
today, the United
just a
States
second,
will
let me pause it. I'm very happy about this outcome. I'm extremely happy. Curious about what good Trump has done so far. I mean, I think this is good right here. I mean, this is what we're talking about right now. I'm very positive about this. Israel bombed activist? Israel bombed something? Is that true?
So this pharmaceutical deal, I'm just going off the Truth Social post. It says, it's a long one, but he says, I'm pleased to announce that today, the White House at 9 o'clock will be signing one of the most consequential executive orders ever. They'll be reducing pharmaceuticals by about 80%.
This is the Mangione mandate, boys.
Essentially, we are going to pay less than the country that's paying the least for pharmaceuticals from here on in. How does that work?
First of all, it cannot be overstated how big of a deal this executive order that President Trump will be signing in a couple of hours is for American families, and especially our seniors who have been ripped off by very large and rich pharmaceutical companies. The United States of America is less than 5% of the world's population, yet we purchase 75% of Big Pharma's profits. We pay an astronomical amount in comparison to other countries around the world. So the president is signing an
obviously bullshit
executive order today that is going to implement most favored nations drug pricing and is going to reduce the cost of drugs in this country by more than half at least. America is going to pay a better rate and a fairer rate to the rest of the world. That's what the American people deserve. This is huge news. And also, I will add, we know that healthcare costs and drug prices were the #1 driver of Biden inflation. So not only are we bringing those down, but we are ending Biden inflation once and for all.
Man, even 50% is much more than we pay, but it's just the beginning. Yeah, I think so. I'm glad. Yep, Luigi won. Yep, bro. Yeah, what does Luigi think about all this? That's a good question. Yeah, somebody's got to get and see what, how he feels. And it's funny for me to see because, like, nobody's really... This is why they're talking about that airplane. The reason why they're talking so much about that airplane is because this is a one-sided thing. Everybody is on the same page with this shit. And so they've got to go and bring up some other bullshit that's got nothing to do with it in order to make it look like it's a problem.